Okay, so for today's episode, we're ultimately going to talk about how to get better and more confident at copywriting. But I want to start with exercise because there's a pretty good parallel here. So I like to exercise, I like to stay fit, and for me, strength training is one of the major approaches, schools of exercise, whatever that I follow. And for strength training, like specifically in strength training, lifting heavy weights is one of those things that I do, right? And like I can imagine people going to the gym and saying, like, okay, I want to get good at lifting heavy weights, right? I want to get better at lifting heavy weights. I want to get more confident at lifting heavy weights. But then they don't go to the gym and practice lifting heavy weights. They don't go to the gym and just put in the reps. And I think sometimes with copywriting, with people who want to be copywriters, it's like that. They say, I want to get better and more confident at copywriting, but they don't go to the gym. They don't put in the reps, right? They're not going over and over again back to that blank page and writing something. So maybe I'm giving away one of my main topics a little bit here, but hopefully this makes sense. And hopefully that's a good jumping off point for the conversation. So it's Monday. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I'm Roy Furr, and that adds up, even though it hasn't added up in the last couple weeks to it being Mailbox Monday. This week it does. And today's Mailbox Monday question is, how can I get better and confident at copywriting? The formula to make it flow for me. And if you have a question you'd like to have answered in an upcoming episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, check the link in the description to ask Roy your question. So, did I give it away? The number one way to improve your copywriting is write every day. Write every day. I just went through this summer. I've gone through this a couple times. Back to the whole strength training thing. A program called the Fighters Pull-Up Program from Strong First, Pavel Tatsuin, who largely was the guy that was the catalyst that brought kettlebell workouts to America. He also has done a ton of various strength training, including bodyweight strength, all of that. And this Fighters Pull-Up Program it's just a pull-up program where you are doing pull-ups every single day. And it's designed to build and build and build and be constantly pushing you to do a little bit more and a little bit more. In fact, you're doing one more pull-up today than you did yesterday. That's consistently. That's how the program works. And it's really effective at increasing the number of reps that you're able to do in pull-ups. And what it comes down to is, yes, there are rest days built in, right? And for writing, maybe you don't even need rest days built in, right? But maybe you can take the weekends off. But the whole point is, if you write consistently, you'll get better at it. If you do pull-ups consistently, you'll get better at them, right? It's about practice, practice, practice. Just doing it, and doing it again. And then, hey, when you've done it, just write some more. Like, the way you're going to get better at writing is by writing. I don't know how else to tell you this. I mean, it really is as simple as that. And if you're not willing to write when you suck, you're not going to ever write when you're good. If you're not willing to write and have it suck, you're never going to get to the point where you write and it's good consistently. And again, it's just putting in the repetitions. Now, you might ask, okay, but I don't have clients. I don't have copywriting work to do. I don't have whatever. So what can I practice writing? Oh, fancy that you'd ask that question, because that's the next point in my notes. Copywriters. Here's what to practice writing. Well, first off, here's 5 opportunities for you to practice copywriting. Get a marketing or copywriting job. Get marketing copywriting clients. Create a sandbox side project. create a site to promote affiliate offers, launch a daily email list. Like these are just things that you can do. So what I did when I decided I was going to become a copywriter, I recognized that I was not going to be able to fill my schedule with copywriting clients right away. So I got a job. I got a job in marketing, and I said, hey, I'm going to eventually become a great freelance copywriter. And I'm eventually going to work with, all the best marketers in the world. And all those things did come true. But right now, my goal is to become as skilled at marketing as possible and to have as much success at marketing as possible. And if you hire me, you are going to be the beneficiary of my marketing skills and my marketing success. That's largely what I said. I said I don't have a lot of experience yet, but when I win, you win. So let's do this. And it got me a marketing job. I had a lot of success there. Worked there for about 4.5 years. Generated millions of dollars for the client. Helped them grow. Put them on the Inc. magazine's list of America's fastest growing companies. All that good stuff, right? Or go get marketing and copywriting clients. Like go on Upwork. Advertise your services. If you're not good yet, maybe you're not going to make a ton of money on Upwork, but it's a place that you can go get copywriting clients, right? It's a place that you can go put some reps in, right? And doing a bunch of reps early on is going to be, the first huge step towards having a lot of success. The sandbox side project, that's a little term that I have for like anything you do on the side. When I was getting started in marketing, my dad had been selling this How to Cut Foam Wings VHS tape on eBay. And it had been selling for initially it was like $30. And then, as more and more people bought, each auction would net a little bit less. So it was $30 and then $25 and then $20. And then 15 and 10, and it got down to about $5. And he was actually breaking even or even losing a little bit of money every time that he sold one of these. And I said, well, what if we create a website and we just sell this? Now, How to Cut Foam Wings for Model Airplanes is not a hugely scalable market, right? A good market is going to have 1 million or more buyers in it. Nowhere close. This is like a niche within a niche within a niche, right? And yet it was still a great place for me to write some copy. I wrote a homepage for this, which was a sales letter. And I talked about all the things that you would learn. I wrote some pretty good bullets, if I do say so myself, about all the things you would learn and all the unique approaches that were covered in this training video. And then I set up a email opt-in box and I said, get free tips for cutting foam wings for model airplanes. Just sign up here, right? And then I wrote a bunch of tips based on the bullet points that I had written. I call it my expanded bullet technique. So I wrote these really short tip-based emails, and I said, if you want to see a demonstration of this and learn more about how to cut foam wings for model airplanes, it's all in the video. And then we run some paid ads. And I got a lot of good practice. We made a little bit of money in a very small market that we were completely dominating for a few years while we had this up. But it was a great place to practice my marketing, right? Create a site to promote affiliate offers. If you don't know what to sell, just find something, find a niche, a market that's interesting to you, and promote affiliate offers in that niche, right? If you're not ready to create your own offer, do that. Launch a daily email list. It's just, that's as opposed to putting it on a site, you could put it on a site and you could do a daily email list. Now, the world needs another daily email like I need a hole in my head. I need another daily email showing up in my inbox like I need a hole in my head, right? But you can benefit tremendously from having daily emails. One, because it can be a very effective way to make money as you build a relationship with your audience. And two, because daily emails are a great place for you to practice copy, right? And then what to write when you practice copywriting. Part of the reason a daily email is great is because you write a quick email and you have a CTA. And anything that you write with a CTA is going to help you become a better copywriter. CTA meaning call to action, right? Telling people to go somewhere. If you have a daily email list promoting affiliate offers, it's, hey, here's a story and here's the connection to this product and you should go check out this product, right? Boom. Basically anything that says click here, your next step is to click here, is a good piece of copy to practice with. Start with short copy. Don't start by trying to practice like super long sales letters, anything like that. Emails are good for this. Action-oriented social posts, although arguably you're going to lose all your friends on Facebook if all you're doing is promoting affiliate offers to them. But maybe there is a way. Maybe there is a way that you can practice writing action-oriented social posts, which, by the way, I'm saying that because that is the first step to practicing Facebook ads. If you want to write Facebook ads, they should read a lot like a good Facebook post, right? Advertorial pages. Advertorial is, it's like editorial, but it sells like an ad. So things like a blog post that has a call to action, right? Oh, by the way, that was creating a site to promote affiliate offers. An article, it's the same thing, right? Advertorials are used a lot in paid advertising, and they're used as a bridge towards other offers. Well, why not do it yourself, right? Learn these things. I've got training on advertorial copywriting, by the way. I've got training on email copywriting. I've got training on a lot of this stuff. I got training on copywriting. It's all in my BTMSinsiders. Links in the description, right? But when you're practicing copywriting, just start with anything to get people to take action and then grow from there, right? And if you're not even ready for the above, for all these things yet, like if you're not ready for getting a copywriting or marketing job, if you're not ready to get clients, if you're not ready to write all of these, like first, question that assumption. There are a lot of skills where I don't want people with any experience even coming close, right? Brain surgery, stay away from my brain if you don't have any experience. But writing a blog post on your own site, maybe that gets people to take action. If you don't have experience, freaking take the site down tomorrow, but put it up there today so you have done it, right? So first, question the assumption that there's nothing in the above list that's going to that's going to be a good way for you to practice. And then second, practice for yourself. Open up a Google Doc, open up a Word doc, open up a text doc, right? Open up notes in your phone and just practice for yourself. If you don't feel confident doing any of the above, even under like a pseudonym, so people don't even know who you are, just practice for yourself. But practice, right? You want to get better and more confident at copywriting, just practice. Now, here's another important practice to become good at copywriting. Research how others do it. Once you're practicing, you want to research how other people do it. So what does that look like? What does that look like? It looks like training. It looks like self-education. It looks like reading books. It looks like all of this stuff. You're basically just looking for, how are other people doing this? How are other people being successful as a copywriter, right? How are other people being successful in marketing? And so my training is a good example of that, watching these videos, and going much deeper into the more expansive training inside BTMSinsiders. Also, just generally, writers are readers, right? And I would say my ADHD doesn't let me sit down and read a book. My ADHD plus family life makes it hard for me to sit down and read a book. But I am constantly going through audiobooks, and I read when I can, right, from a book, but I'm also reading the news all the time. I'm reading lots of things. But just read, listen, right? You can read and listen to marketing and copywriting content, right? That's good because that's part of this whole training and self-education bit. But also any topic of interest, like anything interesting to you in your niche, outside of your niche, just things that you're interested in. I read psychology, I read fiction. Fiction is another thing to read or listen to, right? Lots of different topics that are just compelling to you. Just follow your curiosity, right? But just keep reading, keep listening, keep doing training, keep doing self-education. Just keep getting input, because input will help you have output that is good and interesting when you start to write. So all of that is about how to get better, but that doesn't necessarily address the confidence. Now, to address the confidence, this is something that I've come back to over and over again. It really is the number one thing that I think about when it comes to building confidence. It's Dan Sullivan's 4 C's. And he has a book on this. This graphic that I have in my notes here is from the front cover of the book. So I'm not giving away too much. But Dan Sullivan's 4 C's model is, it starts with number 1, which is commitment. And I've had this drawn on my whiteboard next to my desk for an extremely long period of time, since before the book came out, because this is just something that struck me as one of those life concepts worth remembering. So you want to build confidence at copywriting or any other skill. It starts with commitment. I'm going to do it, right? This commitment to write every day. When I started Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, it started in April 2014 as a daily email and article that was posted to my website. And I happened to be emailing back and forth with a copywriter at the time, and I said, hey, would you be willing to sign up for my daily email? You don't have to read them. You don't have to even stay subscribed if you decide you're not interested later. Will you just sign up for it? Because I'm committing to writing this email daily, right? And so you make a commitment. And then you have to act with courage. That's C number 2, commitment, then courage. So you don't have confidence. You don't think that you're good at all. You don't know that you can do what you're committing to do, right? Well, courage is acting in the face of all that fear, doubt, and uncertainty, right? And so you act with courage, you do it, even when you don't know how good it's going to be or how likely you are to get the result you desire. You just do it, right? Thanks, Nike, just do it. Actually, thanks, Nike's ad agency. Thanks, whatever copywriter came up with that, right? Just do it. You act with courage. As you act with courage, you gain capability. You say, I did that, it worked. I did that, it didn't work, right? So you start to develop capability from that. And capability is just an understanding of what you need to do to get the result that you want. Right? And in the context of writing, it's just, hey, I've written an email before. I could write an email again. Okay, now I've written 100 emails and I could write 100 more emails, right? I've written advertorials, I've written blog posts, I've written maybe a short sales letter. I could write a longer sales letter. I've written all these different things, right? But you're gaining capability through acting with courage when you don't know that you're going to be able to succeed. And as you gain capability, confidence is a natural byproduct, right? Confidence is not even something you have to work to build. If you do 1, 2, and 3, commit, act with courage, and develop the capability. Confidence comes through being able to say, been there, done that, let's do it again, right? And so this confidence that exudes from people who've had a lot of success is not necessarily something that they didn't act with confidence to get the success. They acted with courage when they didn't know if they would be successful. And they gained capabilities. And they then had confidence because they knew they had the capability, right? Now, this is, if you're looking at the graphic, you see that there's an arrow from number 4, confidence, to number 1, commitment, because as you gain confidence, you can commit to the next level, right? And so something like a daily email, here's the cycle for a daily email. Okay, I'm going to commit, I'm going to get one person to subscribe to my daily emails so that I can just have somebody to write to know I'm writing to somebody, right? And so I'm going to commit to that. And then I don't know if the email is going to be any good, but I'm going to write it with courage and I'm going to send it when it's done, because even though I don't know if it was any good at all, I still committed to sending it. So I better send it. So I'm going to act with courage. I'm going to press send, right? And then I'm going to say, oh, okay, I sent it. Actually, one person opened it. That's pretty cool. And one person was signed up. So 100% open rate, best ever, right? And Cool. So I wrote it, somebody opened it, they read it, cool. So I could probably write another one, right? I wrote one email, so I'm confident to write another email, and it doesn't have to necessarily get a great result, but I'm confident that I could write another email, right? And so I'm going to commit to writing the next email, and it's still going to require a little bit of courage to send it, right? And then I'm going to recognize, what worked, what didn't. I'm going to gain capabilities, and then I'm going to gain more confidence. And as I do it over and over and over again, I just continue to develop capabilities, which is the getting better part, and the confidence comes as a natural byproduct. My call to action for you at the end of this episode, ask yourself, how can you use this? What action item or takeaway did you get out of this? You can certainly share that with me in the comments below. Like and subscribe so you get more content like this delivered to you. You can subscribe here. There's also a link in the description to where you can get breakthrough marketing secrets, lots of other places if you like to listen, if you like to watch on YouTube, if you want to make sure that you get emails so you don't miss any episodes. All that's in the links in the description. I have a link to ask me your question if you'd like to have it answered on an upcoming Mailbox Monday episode. And of course, one of those important things to do is to do training, to do development, to learn how other people have been successful. And my BTMS Insider streaming library of copywriting and marketing courses has over 200 hours of training to help you be a better copywriter, better marketer. You pay one low fee, you get instant streaming access to all of it. I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and I'll catch you again in the next episode. See you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.